Hey guys, Allie, Show and Tell Stitcher back here. I'm gonna try making another crafty vlog where I just check in, talk a little bit about what I've been working on. I didn't show myself at all last video, except for when I accidentally flipped the camera around. But hi, yeah. We're on the floor in what I call Sterling Corner. I have a little blanket down and this is where I try to keep all of his toys. But I really like this blanket. It's fall themed. Yep, there's some more toys. It's fall themed, so here we go. I have finished the white. I always, whenever I talk about these mill hills, I always call the beads buttons by accident. There's one button. There are many beads. Okay, as you can see, I did the beading on the actual cappuccino, and then I can't tell if, I keep thinking it's marshmallows or steam, but I think it's just foam, right? Anyway, I was struggling with these beads. I was trying something different with the beads on this project, and this is so like minute of a detail, but I put them the opposite direction than what I usually do for beads, and it, you know, took a little like fiddling, but it's just fine here. But it just looked so messy on the words, and then I tried doing one regular like half stitch to kind of anchor the beads, and then a half stitch through the beads, and oh yeah, that's what I was doing originally, and that's how I got them facing the other direction from what I usually do. And then that was messy, and then so I decided I needed to do the direction I always do, so I just did a half stitch, and then if this doesn't make sense, sorry. Basically, I had a half stitch underneath my actual bead because I thought that would anchor it better, but it just made everything messy. So I got to this second P and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to just a half stitch with the bead through it and move on with my life. And it's not even that obvious, but from the U onward is much neater, and then I did all these beads that way. And I was even showing my husband, and he even agreed. He was like, yeah, like, you know, it's not bad, but this is much neater. Like, you need to just do this one. So I pulled out these beads like twice, and I was like, I'm not doing it again. But, so all the beads going forward are going to be facing the other direction, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not pulling out any more beads. I'm not doing it. So I just have beads left, and I'm getting that feeling when you get to the end of a project where you actually don't want to work on it. I don't know if I don't want it to be done, or I've just been using all my crafty time, which is not much compared to what it used to be, but all of my crafty time has been working on this for a few weeks, so maybe I'm just antsy, but oh my god, I just need to do some beads. I just need to do some beads, and then I'll allow myself to pick something else up. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys soon. Oh yeah, today's Wednesday, October 21st, if you are interested in that. Okay, see you soon. Hey y'all, it is Saturday the, I don't even know, 24th, 25th. I finished Cappuccino by Mill Hill last night, and it is just looking amazing. And I really underestimated how much work was left. Each coffee bean, I was like, oh, what, maybe 7 or 8 beads? No, there's 18 beads per coffee bean. So those took a while, but totally worth it. Love it. Looks amazing. I think I'm the only one who will really ever give a second thought to the fact that, sorry for shaking, these beads and these down here and these all over this bottom pattern, they're all going the wrong direction. They're just, I was trying something out and it didn't work. That's fine, learn my lesson. But okay, so I finished that the other night. That was a few hundred more stitches that were all beads, but that's fine. So then next we're, as you can tell by the carpet, we're on the floor. I'm trying to be a little quiet. Dan's putting Sterling to bed. So then I didn't want to start another mill hill. Well, I wanted to, obviously, so I did. But I was like, man, the whole point of this was to not have more than one mill hill going, but this will be so quick. I want to start this for my friend Morgan, who I've been friends with since middle school. So literally 20 years. Crazy. But yeah, he like plays bass in a band, and I think he would really appreciate it. We've been talking books lately, and yeah, I think this will just stitch up really quickly. And I'm pleasantly surprised by how much you can see the stitching, because so far it's all ecru. I'm just gonna try to knock that out. Believe it or not, that's 60 stitches. And you know, this isn't very seasonal, and we're a week out from Halloween, so I decided I was gonna break out something I haven't touched in 2 years, which is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. I obviously changed out the border floss for just some variegated DMC, and it turned out really nice. And this is 2 strands. I'm so sorry. You know, the last few videos I'm like, oh, I got a tripod, and then I'm not even using it. This was started years ago, like maybe 2019 or 2020. So this is 2 strands over 1 full cross, of course, on 18 count. And, you know, that's some pretty thick coverage there. Yeah, okay, that's all I really got. I'm not sure how long I'll work on this. I think it would be good to shoot for like 1,000 stitches every time I pull out a project. Never mind this little mill hill that I just had to start. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys soon. One more time. This just looks so good. I put it up on my mantle last night as soon as I finished it, just like this. Alright, see you soon. Alright, cool. It has literally been a month since I picked up my camera to film, but I'm back. So last night I finished a bunch of mill hills, not all of the ornaments that I have, except for the first one I made a few years ago. But anyway, I made sure that they all had hangers made from beads. This one is like too short, but it's fine. And then, so I put my name, the year, and I just traced a piece of cardstock, cut it out, glued it together with tacky glue, and then put a magnet on the back. Maybe half of these came with magnets in the kit, and then the other half, I have slightly larger magnets that I just got from, I think, Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann's. Got that a few years ago, and yeah, because I want to see these all year. I would love to have just a whole fridge of mill hills. That'd be so fun. And as you can see, I just kind of have the hangers tucked behind them. Okay, sorry for how much the camera is moving, but yeah, these are all my ornaments that I've made this year. The butterfly is seriously the most beautiful thing I've ever made, I suppose, except for my son. It is the most beautiful cross stitch I've ever done. How about that? So pretty. Oh my God. Yeah, these are all Mill Hills. This is the one that I just had to start in my last clip. And it did stitch up really fast. I just didn't reach for it. Anyway, I want to send this to Morgan. So, I'm gonna take it off the fridge, unfortunately. Just wanted to, I guess my motivation was if I want to send this in the mail, I wanted to show y'all first. Da da da. Hey, it's December 2nd. We put up the tree yesterday and decorated it. I thought I would show y'all my stitched ornaments. I made this one years ago for my husband Dan. I call him my honey. And there's Krynick in the bee's wings that you absolutely cannot see. Ha, that's okay. And ha! I have my partner in crime over here looking at the tree too. These, I have 4 of these ornaments that are from a Dimensions kit. I think they're just called Christmas jar ornaments, and these turned out stunning. 3 of them are finished, 1 of them is not fully finished. Yes, so this is also for my honey, my Dan. I just showed these too. I just finished these with paper on the back and a magnet, and I added beaded hangers to all of them too. Super easy to do with the leftover beads. I don't know why I literally just showed these. Okay, and this ornament, not stitched, but I made this too. I made this foot. Oh my gosh, I just know I'm gonna be an old woman, and I'm going to be like looking at this ornament just like, oh my gosh, you know. Oh, it stopped me in my tracks pulling it out this year. Okay, yeah, I just showed this one. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, this was the first Mill Hill that I ever did, and I really need to go back and make a beaded chain for this. I think I could still do it even though I have it glued. I think I could wedge a needle in there and fix it, because this thread is just, that is just not gonna last. That is just not gonna last. Yeah, it's not gonna last, Sterling. Okay, yes, I just showed you this too. Here's 2 more of those jar ornaments, and that kit came with this wire to put on the back of it. And I just added my own felt. Yeah, the bad thing about these is this red stitching on this medium brown is just like completely illegible. Like, it's even harder to see in person. But these ornaments are just incredible. They are so good. Sterling, don't pull on the tree, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, this one is not fully finished. I just cut it out today. I had it just like set on the tree like that. I don't want to fully finish it, but this is the best one. It's gorgeous. I had to save it for last because otherwise I just would never finish it. Okay, and we just broke an ornament. Not your fault, Sterling. Not your fault. But what came off of that ornament is a major choking hazard. So, okay, we're back in business. We're good. Here's the monarch butterfly that looks so amazing. Let's see. Okay, here's another ornament that I have not fully finished, but I had to just, fold up the excess fabric and just set it on the tree. And hopefully this will motivate me to make it into some sort of ornament. Okay, and here's the 4th of those Christmas jar ornaments. Okay, I'm looking for anything else stitched. I think that's everything. Okay. And you know I had to show you these stockings that I made once again. Yes. It's not a floss tube if I don't show you these same 3 stockings every single video. Okay, yes. And then on the fireplace here, we have another old finish. Yes, one of my only things that's actually framed. Super cute. And I painted this at paint and sip night of my precious Rufus. Okay, and my muse himself is actually right over here too. So sorry, so sorry. Wow. Looks just like him, right? Yes, it really does. Rufus Roo. All right, let's just go ahead and close out this vlog. It's December 2nd, and I think even though it's still technically fall until the winter solstice, right around December 21st. I'm not sure of the exact date this year. Anyway, this is, you know, this is not like a weather tube. This is Flosstube. But I feel like I might want to switch to some more wintry or Christmassy stitching. Okay, and I've got some grabby little hands, like usual. Okay, so these are really the only 2 things I stitched on. And I just really did not pop back in and update y'all, but I say this every video, I'm trying to make floss tubes that are, you know, not much pressure on me. Okay, oh my gosh, I have a dog snoring behind me. I got some grabby little hands, but I just want to close this out. So, I'm pretty sure I did this whole pumpkin apart from the stem. I started this pumpkin. I would like to finish this pumpkin before I put it away because I really don't have much left on this thing. This is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. I switched out, oh, you can really see the iridescent shimmer of this fabric. I think it's called like maybe Twilight or Twinkling Star or something. Sorry, it's just a Zweigart. It's nothing fancy. 18 count, which I thought would make this small, but it's huge. And I switched out the called for, it was a Weeks Dye Works color in the border for just a DMC variegated that has made this just, yes, it is, yeah, it really did make it lovely and autumnal. Yeah. So Sterling just learned how to say flip-flop, which he thinks is so funny, and I do too. I think that's what we're saying. Anyway, this is not far from a finish. I also did the most work on Dimensions Gold Fall Fairy. Y'all know how I do with my seasonal fairies. This one, I had really wanted to finish this bottom left page, but that's a far off goal. Okay, and some of these grabby little hands are the key reason why I don't get to stitch like I used to, but that's okay. I'm so sorry. This is such a chaotic. Sorry to be shaking you around. But anyway, yeah, Fall Fairy is looking lovely. A lot of backstitch done on this top half. I did that probably 2-3 years ago. What I did was basically this like triangle. And I've seen some people kind of do like the whole background and then come back and finish the skirt. maybe I'll do that. Who knows? It's gonna take me probably another 2 falls to get this done, at least. And that's fine. Totally fine. Love this project. Okay, well, happy holidays. I will try to do a December vlog to be posted early January. So this wraps it up for 2025. I'll see you in the new year. Bye!